Project Q's been getting a lot of negative feedback, and I can acknowledge that not every consumer is going to use an item the same way that the next guy will. And I'm not saying that Rich is completely wrong with the points that he's making, but let me just shed some light on you.
So we know during one of Sony's recent PlayStation showcases that they were coming out with Project Q, which is a cloud gaming device that requires you to have a PlayStation 5 and will allow you to stream games via the internet to this device. Okay. Sony, I guess...
It's not through the internet, technically. The Project Q streams through Wi-Fi from your device, well, from your PlayStation 5.
This device is ridiculous compared to getting something like maybe...
Okay, so his big argument here is going to be the Steam Deck. Guys, I had a fucking Steam Deck. I spent like $600 on it. Dude, the battery life on that thing is like 2 hours, if you're lucky. Unless you're playing everything on like eco mode, but if you were going to like sacrifice the quality, like why would you want to play it on the Steam Deck when you could just play it on your PC if you have a PC? The Steam Deck is not as good as people make it out to be. Also, it's $400 at least, and I don't suggest buying the $400 one because of the storage. The way that hard drive works isn't as fast and smooth as the 529 and up.
The ROG Ally or the Steam Deck or one of
Isn't the ROG Ally like $700 fucking dollars? Like, are we talking about a streaming handheld that you can use around your house, which, is perfect for me, because like I don't always want to sit on the couch and play a game on the big screen TV. That's one of the big appeals to having a Nintendo Switch is, I can kind of lay on the bed and have the game just like right here in my face and I can relax. I don't have to like sit up and be at the TV all day. I know that's kind of like a weird selling point, but I mean, if the thing's only like $250, probably $250 is where they'll start it, and it'll drop down to $200.
It has a DualSense controller attached, so you get the DualSense features.
Well, that's a big deal because like if you were gonna stream games on a tablet and then have like a controller separate, like it's just better to only have to deal with one thing.
You've lost the plot, Sony. You're missing what people want. Well, anyway,
I don't know, man. I kind of want this Project Q thing.
Leaked on the internet from Reviewtechusa, and we get to see what...
It leaked on purpose, man. Sony had something to do with that. They leak it to see what people's criticisms are about it, blah, blah, blah. It's not a new tactic, man. I can't believe you think that it was leaked. That's just a term that's inaccurately used these days.
Kind of operating system it's running on and other things. So let's take a look at these videos. It's Android. It's literally you're paying for a tablet with a DualSense attached to it, an Android tablet. That's going to be a cut down Android tablet because Sony is going to put their own skin on it.
He's so condescending when he's talking about this device.
This comes from TheVerge.com. I'll read it to you, or I'll show it to you, I should say, and then we'll discuss. They also, as you see here, opened it up so you could see its guts. It doesn't really tell you too much about it, but there really probably isn't too much in there since it's literally just a streaming device. Now, Sony, you do realize that even if this device is only $250, that the Steam Deck exists, right?
Yeah, and it's $400, man, and that's for the one with the bad storage. You got to spend at least $529 to get one with decent speeds on the hard drive. So I don't know what the fucking point of this is. Besides, it's not like anyone gives a shit because the Nintendo Switch sells all the time because of the games and the convenience of using a Switch. But, for me personally, man, like I don't ever take my Switch outside of my house. I think I've done that like one time because I have shit to do when I go outside. I'm not going and sitting somewhere that I can't be occupied on my phone with. Hell, I don't even carry a cell phone with me anymore. I have the watch, which has the cellular on it, so I just do everything on the watch, man. Handheld gaming is not the same as it used to be, Rich. You need to like wake up and realize that it's 2023, and not everybody is playing Pokemon on a handheld device in the middle of a waiting room somewhere.
Like you could play Sony games, PlayStation games. Sano, you could play God of War in here. You could play Days Gone. You could...
Yeah, and you got to buy all those. I mean, for like $60. Those rarely go on sale on the Steam on the Steam platform.
I don't know about Ratchet and Clank, but on the ROG Ally, when that comes out Rift Apart, I'm going to try it on the ROG Ally. Do you really?
Well, fine, man. You go spend $700 on the ROG Ally instead of using your fucking gaming computer to play that game. So yeah, you have fun with that.
Realize, Sony, that I'm playing first-person shooters like the Halo Master Chief Collection at 120 FPS with the high refresh rate screen.
Yeah, that's because that game came out fucking 20 years ago almost. What's the point of bringing that up? Master Chief Collection
On the ROG Ally. Do you understand my point? And I don't need an internet connection so long as the game doesn't require an internet connection because it has the native hardware to play the game. Do you understand my...
You don't need an internet connection for the Project Q. You just need a Wi-Fi connection from your PlayStation to the Q. It's not using the internet to play these games, you fucking dumbass.
Maybe if this product came out in like 2015, like the Project Q was like a remote play device for the PlayStation 4.
Well, it's still going to be a remote play device for the PlayStation 4, considering the fact that the PlayStation 5 has like 20 games on it.
I could see it being more of a novelty that people may be interested in, but there is no reason, even at $250, to get this compared to getting... I'm not fanboying for the Steam Deck. I'm not fanboying for gaming. Get a Switch instead.
I have a Switch, man. You ever played NBA 2K23 or any other multi-platform game on that console? It runs like a piece of dick.
Jesus Christ, if that makes you feel better and you want to say that I'm being a fanboy, get a Switch. Get whatever brand of portable, self-sustaining console that you want that you don't need to be connected to the internet. Because
I mean, I kind of want the Project Q, to be honest with you, man. Depending on the price, and of course I have to see more information about it when it comes out or gets closer to coming out. But as of right now, the idea and concept of it, I'm in.
Because it has the guts to actually play the games. This thing existing should be an insult to the consumer that enjoys PlayStation hardware.
It's not insulting, man. It's not. Everything these days is tethered to something. Your phone, you have to have internet. Computer, you have to have internet. Yeah, you can use a phone and a computer without internet, but it's basically useless. Think about that. Think about if your computer did not have internet. What are you going to do on your computer? Not much. That's what the fuck you're going to do. Not much, my friend.
There's no need for it to exist. It's outdated, and it's going to be overpriced. Even at $200, I don't really see the point. Save your money and then get the baseline Steam Deck or get one of the other devices out there so you have an actual gaming PC that you don't need to be tethered to a console or tethered to the internet.
I'm going to tell you something right now, man. That the whole sentence that you just said doesn't make any sense, okay? Because the only people that can buy this device are people that own PlayStation 5s. So if you have PlayStation 5, you can afford a $200 accessory for it that allows you to play it away from the TV. I have a PlayStation 5. I have an Xbox Series X. I have a Nintendo Switch. I have a gaming PC. And then I have a bunch of old game systems too. Hell, my Switch is hooked up to my TV, and I use it on the TV probably like once a month, if even that. Most of the time, it's right before bed, on the bed. Project Q, same thing. I don't really care if I can't use it outside. I have other shit to do when I go outside. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. You really don't. But ultimately, yeah, I mean, I'm down with the Project Q, and I would love to see, more information on it before making a final decision. But I could definitely see myself buying that just so I don't have to be at my TV when I want to play PS5 games.